good evening,
All
good
the
morning,
amenities.
good afternoon. How's everybody doing? Uh,
Yeah.
what are we doing? What's going
Welcome
on?
back to another episode of Reelz Talk with the amazing Amanda. That did not go as planned.
Where were you rubbing? Yes, the amazing Amanda rocking a baby right there, and always the wingman,
Uncanny
the
Omar.
Uncanny Omar. How is everyone doing? Today we are going to talk about one of my favorite movies of all time. We did a poll in Omarch for David Lynch films, and I put a bunch of David Lynch films there, and this is the one that won. So you all voted for this one. You
Yeah.
all voted for Mulholland Drive, and it's actually my third favorite David Lynch film, but that's okay. Like, it's still a really good film, and you had never seen it, so I wanted to take the time to talk about it. I know we were supposed to do it last Wednesday, but everybody was like, "Oh my gosh,
Marvel.
Avengers Day! We got to talk about that," and we did. We had a lot of fun. I had a blast talking about it, and
Yeah, that was a good episode.
we will probably talk about it again whenever they announce whatever, whether it's like
Did you see
Chris Evans and this is Team Doom, and then there's going to be a Chris Evans team, and that would be holy crap. Like,
Did you see the April Fool's Day? I don't know who did it. I don't know if Marvel did it or someone else did it, but they're like we announced more Avengers, and it started off like normal, Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, and then it said heel John Cena, and I was like, okay, now this isn't real. That's an April Fool's joke.
They had a blast with that. I don't know if anybody. I know last week we talked about, like, was anybody watching it live? Because that must have been such a pain to watch. All the chairs every 10 minutes like move. So pretty cool though. I mean, an interesting way to announce a cast or a part of a cast.
Yes.
Amanda, how is it that you're vibing out to dope bands like Sherry Armour, that Sky?
Sherry Amore.
In the hell are you talking about? No love for Bill Murray. You don't like Bill Murray?
I do like Bill. I listened to a little of Bill Murray, but and Attack. I mean, I've listened to a lot of Attack. Yeah,
are we talking about Bill fucking Murray, like Ghostbusters, Saturday Night Live? Bill Murray?
No. It's a band in the scene. No, but I'm trying to give new bands love. I mean, they need.
Amanda, honey, you're almost 40. You ain't got time for new bands. Time for new bands. That's
true. It's hard enough.
You don't listen to college radio anymore. There's a time where you're just like, you know what? I like my music. That's it, baby. That's it.
Wait, did we already talk about this? We talked about this.
She did. She confused last week. I said it was adorable. She texted me going, "What's Tim McGraw doing in this movie?" And I was like, "Oh shit, she done got Billy Ray confused with Tim McGraw." So I was like, I can't remember. I think I texted you like, "Oh, he's getting ready for his role in 1923," and you're like, "Bust me!" And then I didn't tell you, so I was like, maybe she'll catch it. And then we went on the air, and she never said anything. But that was Sir Billy Ray Cyrus, Miley Cyrus's daddy.
I'm so sorry. He does not look anymore. Have you seen what he looks like now? He is all
Good
kinds
looking?
of messed up. No.
Which one? I don't know. I don't give up. My favorite Chris Evans non-MCU role is Not Another Teen Movie. Also Chyler Leigh Alex Danvers from Supergirl. It's also in the film, one of her first roles.
Yeah. She played.
What is this? Right? What is this? We got nobody. Your brain ain't got time for new bands, man. Your brain.
Usually it's all the Fall Out Boy all the time, but
That's all she gets. Your brain is holding on to every bit of music that you can hold on to, and that's it. We're never too old for some fresh beats.
Thanks,
Ryan, you need to go to bed. It's past your bedtime.
There's a lot of new bands to check out. There's a band from my hometown called If Not For Me that's fantastic, and they're playing at the summer school tour, and it's going to be an hour from us where we live, and so I'm going to go see them this summer. I'm really excited. They deserve it. They're a good band. I enjoy their music. So yes, but we do. Is that why you're wearing your Top Gun because of Val Kilmer? Of
course I'm wearing Top Gun because of Val Kilmer.
If I had a Doc Holliday shirt, I would totally be rocking that right now. I do.
Doc Holliday. Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah.
So rest in peace, Val Kilmer. Great actor. You know, I texted you. You texted me this morning, and I saw it last night. I saw a post, and I was like, "Well, this is a really crappy like April Fool's," because I went to other websites, like actually, but then nobody was saying anything. I'm like, man, what a dumb joke.
Yeah, it'd been bad if it was a joke. That's an awful.
Yeah, that sucks. He was a great actor, like, and very, very, like, he had a range.
Yeah,
like he did that movie Top Secret, so he had like a very good comedic range, and he was like a dramatic actor. I don't know, like, it's hard to name my favorite films that he did, but even in like crappy films like Island of Dr. Moreau and what was the other one? Oh, Batman, right?
It's still better than George Clooney's Batman. So
well, he was just a good actor, right? Like
he was a fantastic actor, so charismatic, had a lot of great roles. Gone too soon. I think he was 65 when he passed. Pneumonia, I think, is what they said he passed from, which is awful when it's something like that can take you. And
Kiss Bang Bang is a great one, man.
I know. We should really do, like, in honor of him, we should do like either a ranking of Val Kilmer films or pick a Val Kilmer film.
I think ranking them is most people's are probably going to be the same on top, right? Like
Willow.
Well, Willow's great. I love Willow.
I know. I like Mad Martin.
And then at the bottoms, that's where you're going to put all the Batman and Robin and Island of Dr. Moreau. Yeah. So he was phenomenal. I loved him.
Yeah.
Ice. Yeah. He was a great character.
Yeah.
But young,
gone too soon.
Young, man. Young. It was I hated that we did not get to see Mad Mardigan in Willow. Like, there was this hope that at the season finale, everything I did not like about Willow would have come, like, it definitely would have brought everything together and made it like, okay, now I'm looking forward to season 2. But I guess he was too sick. I mean, he couldn't even talk, so that really sucks.
I know. Did they use his son? I know they used his son's voice for the documentary Val, but did they use it? I thought there was a scene at the end of the season finale where they might have. I don't remember, and now I'm never gonna know because it's nowhere I can rewatch it.
Yep, Disney Plus pulled it, right? So
so it's nowhere. So
Real Genius is a classic for Gen X kids, man. Real Genius is one of the greatest. Yeah. I don't know if you've seen that one. That's a good one. I like that one too, Bruce. Thank you for the super chat. He's a great actor. It sucks, man. It sucks whenever we lose somebody like that. And I know some people are like, oh, why are you so sad? It's not like you knew these people. I think it's because, like, when a musician dies, nobody can really recapture that magic. There's other people you can let into the band, and but it's not the same, right? It will never be the same. So,
yeah, exactly.
Played a lot of really cool, iconic characters.
Yeah. It's just, it's when something becomes a part of your childhood or a part of your life, right? It just affects you differently. It doesn't matter if you don't know them.
Yeah. We grew up. I mean, these are the voices and faces we would see, right?
Yeah.
And Heat. I love that movie, man.
It's going to be very sad.
So good in Heat. Ghost in the Darkness was pretty good with him. That's the one about the lions, right, in Africa. That's a great movie.
Yeah.
It definitely hits when you're older, right? It gives you, like, that sense of mortality, too, that you're like, oh,
perspective.
Crap.
Yeah.
Not that much older than I was, right? Like, he hadn't done it. I mean, he hadn't been in a lot of things. He was in that scene in Maverick, right, where he can't even, like I said, he couldn't even talk.
Barely, yeah, he didn't, yeah.
So,
but that was a great scene. I mean, I'm glad they put him in there. I'm glad that
between him and
So that was awesome.
So rest in peace, Val Kilmer. Great actor.
Yes.
Let's maybe we should do something next week. We don't have anything planned.
No, because we were talking about doing something about Chicago since we're going to Chicago.
Oh, right.
Yes, but we can always do Val Kilmer instead. I would never say no to a Val Kilmer film. Or a ranking of Val Kilmer films. Either one. What do you guys want?
Ranking is going to be tough because, you'd have to watch a lot of movies, right? Because there's a lot of movies you haven't seen with him. And also, I don't know. I think it's almost like, everybody's going to put the same maybe 5 movies in the top. I actually really like Top Secret. That's one of my favorite Val Kilmer movies.
Well, then maybe we just do a poll. We did pick 3 of them.
3 movies? Like you pick one, I pick one that
and then one random one that I have not seen.
I'll have to see which ones I haven't seen. Yeah, that's where they met. They met in Willow, like when they were shooting Willow. If you watch the Val documentary, they go a little bit behind that. That the Saoirse was gorgeous. That lady was gorgeous. Just a tribute would be nice. Yeah, man. Yeah. Everyone loves Tearless. Uh, Heat. Yep, it's a classic. Top Secret is a classic. I love that ending, man. May we all take a moment to cry out smaller folks, aiming acorns at as in honor of the world's greatest swordsman. Thank you. Yes, Mad Mardigan, man. Will we be enjoying some deep dish pizza while we're in Chicago? We haven't really.
Yeah, we're going to Malnati's, Malnati's.
Okay. Go ahead and dox us, Amanda. Tell everybody where we're
going. There's tons of them around Chicago. They don't know.
You got addresses and times we're going to be there.
But it's fantastic. I'm excited to eat that. We're also going to go see some cats.
I don't know how I get roped into these things. Apparently,
I'm very excited.
So we are talking about Mulholland Drive today, and if you haven't seen it, we are going to be talking about. Oh, you haven't seen it yet? Oh, MK, I hope you enjoyed. Dude, Streets of Rage, baby.
Are you okay with spoilers? Because
Streets of Rage 2, that's the one. Soundtrack. I'm actually watching Batman Forever right now. Watched Tombstone earlier today. Nice. Bruce actually let me know about the 4K of Tombstone and the Steelbook coming out. I'm gonna stake out. See, I told you, man. I've seen way too many. You've seen too many documentaries. It don't end good for the people that are.
No, I know. I watched Gone Girls, the most recent documentary on Netflix. Oh yeah,
that's you, man. That's you written all over it.
They were all prostitutes. Wait a minute.
Okay, wow. Why are we laughing at that? That is.
I'm not laughing at that.
I haven't seen it, so I just assume, it's girls giving too much information about themselves. Posting TikToks saying, "I'm here tonight, having a blast, walking home alone under the bridge. Don't give a fuck." Yeah. That is a lot of information you're letting into the world.
And you're like, look what I did tonight. You're done.
Dude, like I remember when my friends joined Facebook, I was like, y'all are putting when you're out of like the country in your Facebook status. You're not worried about like any of our shady friends from high school coming to your house. I don't trust nobody, man.
I learned that. So I got Facebook in 2004 because our college was one of the first ones to get it, just because of the status of my college. It was a very well-known school. It was an Ivy League, but it was.
No, go on and tell me more about your well-known Ivy League school.
Was that what I wanted to have? Anyway, we got it in fall of 2004. So it's right at the beginning of the Facebook thing, right? And I remember being on it, and someone was messaging me. And I don't remember. They asked me for information. I think I gave them my phone number.
Of course you did.
Why would you give out your information to someone you don't know? And I was like, oh, I learned my lesson. And that was when I was 19. That was like 20 years ago. So I don't know if I've ever improved upon that. But I do remember that very
Of course you gave them your information.
I freaked out. I was like, did I make a mistake? I've never I'd only used MySpace, and that was when I was journaling about like my trials and tribulations as an 18-year-old, and like
now you're journaling about your trial and tribulations as a 27-year-old. Emo music and depressing documentaries, Amanda. You're a thrill. Like Stone Cold Steve Austin used to say, "Don't trust any." Is that what Stone Cold Steve Austin used to say? I don't remember. Real genius, so good, dude. What's your favorite pet's name during the time you were at this unnamed prestigious college? Yeah. Give us all your password, please.
It's not my passwords anymore.
Dude, let me tell you, man, is the whenever like you're having a conversation, like, hey man, like maybe you shouldn't like use these filters because somebody has your face and stuff. Amanda's the first one in the family that breaks. She's like, hey y'all, look at me, I'm an anime character. Like right in the middle of us talking about.
I knew it was fake. And I was like, I'm not the kind of person who believe. I knew it was AI generated. It was not an actual Studio Ghibli thing. Because I just read the article and saw a video of.
Oh no, I wasn't even talking about that one. I'm talking about something that happened a few years back, right in the middle of this conversation about don't put your picture out there with AI and stuff. And like, hey y'all, try out these filters. I'm anime. I'm a comic boy.
No,
like man, somebody has a Vandal's face.
This has nothing to do with Mulholland
I
Drive.
am drinking my bourbon and cranberry with a twist of lime and club soda. Amanda is drinking. What are you drinking, Amanda?
A screw top bottle of wine. No, I'm just drinking. No, I'm not. Nope, I'm drinking wine.
Okay, what? Were you about to give the name of the vineyard and when you bought it? I was.
Josh is the name of the brand. It's a very popular brand that you might see in restaurants. It's like your basic wine, your house wine, Josh.
Why are you being so cryptic about this wine? I don't get it. I was the last person in my friends to get Facebook. I used to tell them, the government's tracking everything you post. They said I was crazy. They're right, but I was too. And now you're on Facebook. And that's okay, right? It's like the government's keeping an eye on you. Is it from a box, man?
No, it's a bottle.
It's a big bottle. How much did Amanda drink? Not enough, subhuman.
Not that much.
Government getting a hold of our faces. No one tell them about passports and driver's licenses or social security numbers, man. They already got the numbers. All right. Let's
we doing have it on Mulholland Drive.
It's getting real. It's getting real.
We even have them on Mulholland Drive.
Keep on TikTok dancing, baby. Keep on TikTok dancing. All right. Let's talk about Mulholland Drive.
Yes. But first, let me just get it out of the way because you can't have this without a proper reference to Fall Out Boy. I
can't have what? A show or
a show that because everything is 1 degree separation from Fall Out Boy. So here we go.
Not.
Here is Fall Out Boy's reference to this movie. Here we go. It's
gonna not get me demonetized.
That's it? Okay, there we go.
What the hell was he? What was he saying?
Okay, I'm sorry.
No! Okay.
2 seconds.
All right, let's talk about this movie.
He said 6 a.m. Mulholland Drive. Moonlight. The whole song is about like dreamscape and offing yourself, and it's very much this.
So you had to listen to a Fall Out Boy song to understand this movie.
No, I did not. But it sure helped. Actually, the movie helped me understand the song more. So.
That might be the saddest thing I've heard today. I'm a little traumatized. We all are, Doug.
Yeah, why? That was beautiful.
I don't understand what Ed Sheeran was talking about when he was. All right, Mulholland Drive. Give me the basic synopsis of Mulholland Drive.
Oh my God!
I mean, it's easy. What is the basic like? It is
about an aspiring actress,
Uh-huh.
played by Naomi Watts, pulled in to the Hollywood dream that does not turn out the way that she wants it to. Or does it? No, it doesn't. It looks like it does in the first like hour and a half of the film. And then the last half an hour, we are brought back to the reality that this is all a dreamlike state she's in because she probably took some cocaine. She's dealing with not getting the Hollywood dream that she was promised. And in the midst of all this, there's her lover / friend, maybe also a split personality, Camilla, who is also there with her in her dreamlike state versus reality. And of course, you also have the big Hollywood engine of the idea of this one man, this entity who decides who gets big in Hollywood, who doesn't. Maybe his name is Harvey Weinstein. Maybe it's not. But it sure feels that way. David Lynch was trying to say something. And he's the one who dictates everything. Even if a director doesn't want certain things to happen, they don't have a say in it. It's not in their control. There's a lot of themes of the casting couch and what the Hollywood dream looks like, and reality versus what we think Hollywood is like versus what the reality of Hollywood is like. And I mean, that's very generalized version of this film. But I mean, if you want me to go play by play,
no. It's difficult to talk about this movie because, breaking down the movie is hard, right? Like, that's why I said, if you give me like a brief synopsis of it, that part's pretty easy, right? It's about a woman that's trying to become an actress in Hollywood, and she either makes it or doesn't make it.
No,
because I don't know how many times you've watched it, and I'm curious to know your experience, because there is no explanation.
No,
and there's no mystery to, or I'm sorry, there's no explanation to that mystery that we have. But then again, there may not even be a mystery. That's the beauty of this movie. And even David Lynch has never ever spoken about this movie. Like,
didn't he? I did. So I looked up some stuff on it, and they said apparently in one of the DVDs, there's like clues in, like, I don't know if it's the little pamphlet you get in the DVDs, like clues to help you figure out maybe what the themes and stuff are of the film. I was watching one of the things they talked about each one of the clues, like there's like 8 clues or something like that. But it's deeper than I thought it was going to be. So I'll be honest, when I first watched this the first time, I was like, I don't understand really what's going on. Who is the tramp that shows, like, that scares that guy, and who's that guy? Because he doesn't show up again until the very end of the film. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, and you have to pay attention too. Like, I will say that too. Like, this is a movie you have to pay attention to. There is no, I'll watch it in the background. There is no, I think nowadays whenever I put movies on, I'm editing. So whenever I rewatched it, I had to stop editing and I just watched it because I love this movie and it deserves my full attention, because that's the only way to understand, I think, the beauty of this movie. It's very artsy, but it's not too in your face artsy. It's very Lynch tropey though. Like, there's a lot of David Lynch tropes in here. I think it's one of the most beautiful movies he did. From the beginning, I assume you knew something was off. Like, whenever
the way
the characters are around, it's almost like the way they act is really strange.
It feels
like the 2 old people, right? Like, you see the 2 old people.
That was so weird when they got in there, like,
into the cab, right?
In the cab, and they're like, she's patting him. I'm like, this is not, why
well,
is this?
And the way they're smiling, the way they're talking, it's almost like a script. And you're right. It doesn't make sense at first. You're watching and you're like, what the hell does that have to do with any of this? There's a guy that's sitting there with his friend, we think, at this diner at Winky's, and he's telling him about this dream that he had, right? Yeah. This dream, it's about something that's in the back alley, and whatever it is, it's going to kill him. And the way that it's shot and the camera movement, it's like building that suspense for that moment. That's why it's one of the greatest jump scares.
That was a great jump scare. I was not expecting it. So when all of a sudden that tramp's face popped out, I was like, oh my God. And then I remembered I watched a video, like one of Watch Mojo's, like top 10 greatest jump scares. I was like, that is familiar. I think I saw that in there. Yeah. Which is crazy because it's not like a scary movie by any means.
No, it's not. But Lynch always knows what to do with sound and music. It's all intentional. I mean, if you go back, Eraserhead, if you think about it, it isn't really that scary of a movie, but holy crap, that sound, like the sound effects, it will give you nightmares, especially with that baby crying. I assume you know that Mulholland Drive was originally, yes, I did know that. Yeah, Bruce. I don't know everything about this movie, by the way. When I really like a movie, I will, over the years, research things and
as you
watch commentaries on it, see what other people think, talk about it with friends. I went to the movies to see this with my friends. One of my friends hated it. They were like, what the hell was happening in that movie? I don't think they were ready for something like this, right? I think, David Lynch is definitely not for everybody.
No.
Absolutely not for everybody. But
I think
it was absolutely for me. I needed that. And yeah, it was a television pilot, a failed pilot that nobody picked up. So he was like, screw it, just make a movie out of it. So yeah, you're right. Like, everything you said is right about the movie, right? Like, at the end of the day, it's the character that is played by Naomi Watts, who did, by the way, a phenomenal job. Both of the leading.
She was not nominated for an Oscar though, apparently, which I did not. I was like, I had to go back. I was like, was she nominated for this? No, he was nominated for Best Director, but I was like, she should have been nominated. But
so she's playing the character of Betty, and then you have is it Laura Herring? I think.
Yes, Laura Harry.
She played the character of Rita. Oh my God, you even have Robert Forster in this movie who just shows up. I love that actor. Love that actor. And I forgot how little of a role he had. He's the detective at the very beginning. And that's it.
But still.
Right? You see the character of Rita, like there's an attempt at murder, like on her, and she ends up like getting amnesia. Yeah, and and she ends up staying with Betty, right? Like Betty's like, well, you can stay here. I'm watching this house for my aunt. And they both kind of fall in love with each other.
Also not expecting that. That was like came out of nowhere. But
I mean, if you think about it, if you think about the theme of the movie, I mean, who loves us more than ourselves, right? Like
that's true.
Like especially when you think you can be that star, right? And if you're looking at it, how has Naomi Watts?
I don't know, because she is still, I know.
She's a gorgeous woman, man. Gorgeous woman. Gorgeous in this movie. But both of them were absolutely stunning in this movie.
Yes.
But throughout the movie, you're giving like clues, like what the hell's going on? What is this guy? Like you get to see the guy that is the murderer for hire, right? Like the guy that was like you see how much of a bumbling like idiot he is. He's messing up like this one kill he was supposed to do, and you're like, okay, what is this? Is this the same guy that was after Rita? Is that what's going on? Yeah. And watching it for the first time, I was trying to think of like, okay, what is Amanda thinking about this? Like, how does this tie into this? Because if you take a step back, this is the crazy part. Only about 20 minutes of this movie is real. Yep. Everything else is a dream. And this isn't a short movie. This is not a short movie. That is a long, and we've seen that trope. It was only a dream. Oh, thank goodness it was only a dream, right? But it works in this movie. It works in ways that I don't think I've ever seen. Because you're not told, you're not hand-fed everything. You're given clues, and everything feels like a dream state. Once you think about it, you're like, oh, shit, she is building this world. Right? Yep. You see a blue box. What is that blue box? What is that blue object? What is that key
there?
Yeah. All these clues that are laid out, and at the end of the day, only Lynch knew.
And then you see like the same people, like you realize that the guy at the diner who was afraid of the tramp behind the diner. Again, I was like, where? Like, I forgot about them until you get to reality, and she's she's basically in the real
so the twist. Go ahead, Amanda.
Yeah, so basically in real life, she is an aspiring actress named Diane Selwyn, who tried to make it in Hollywood, didn't get the part in the Sylvia North story, that Luigi, who's also in both scenarios as an executive. They gave it to her friend Camila instead, who she fell in love with, and they had a relationship. And Camila, how she got that part seems to be the way that they're making the jokes at probably the casting couch. She probably slept her way to
and then the director, this is where your boy comes in. The director had just got into a fight with his wife because she was sleeping with
Billy Ray Cyrus, not Tim McGraw.
The pro boy. The
star from the 90s. So then she ends up with the director in real life, and they're sleeping together, and she's managed to get Diane small parts in these films, but of course then Diane's also in love with her, and then also jealous of her fame, jealous of her relationship with this director because she wants her for herself, right? And so when she finds out they're getting married, she puts a hit on Camila and to have her killed, and she's in the diner, and that's where you see the guy. For the first time, she makes eye contact with him, and also the waitress, whose name is Betty, and in the dreamlike state, her name is Betty, not Diane. Diane's actually dead already. In the
it is all left up to interpretation, right? Like, do we assume that it was a successful kill, and that's why at the very end she pulls the trigger and ends herself, or what? Like that is the thing of that's why I love this movie, because you can just talk about it, right? And everybody, I think, probably comes out of it with something different. It makes for a good, to me, that makes for a good flick. If you can talk about it and you got something else that I didn't like, I thought it was completely something different for you.
So McAdams, I agree with you. I also, because I had never seen this film, and I thought it was something completely different than what it actually. I had no idea.
You know, I get a lot of my friends actually got this movie mixed up with Requiem for a Dream.
Oh no! I didn't get.
They came out
that
around the same time.
They did,
so a lot of people would get those two movies mixed up, kind of like people got mixed up like Hocus Pocus and
there's no one who gets Practical Magic and Hocus Pocus mixed up. There's no one.
There are people that do that, but anyway,
there are not just one person.
Just like there are people that get Billy Ray Cyrus and Tim McGraw mixed up.
You know what I think for some reason subconsciously, and I don't know why, my mind keeps equating Mulholland Drive with this movie called Ice Storm starring Elijah Wood.
Oh yeah, it's about the guy that's having an affair, right?
Yes, yeah. Why maybe because there's dark and driving in the dark. And I don't know.
I love that you went with Elijah Wood and no one else in that cast.
That's the reason I watched it.
That's why you watched it. Okay.
It was on my Elijah Wood is in Lord of the Rings, and I had a crush on him, so I watched all the Elijah Wood movies.
There are context clues. There's clues everywhere about what could have possibly happened. And once you see the whole thing, I think when you start putting everything together, I think my one of my favorite moments is when they both are wearing the blonde wig. Like she makes what's her name wear the blonde
wig, which I was like that
right? And they kind of look the same.
Yes, that's why I thought. Well, that's when I thought, wait, is Rita like gonna actually like take over her life or something? What's happening? But now
I was like, you thought it was gonna go the way of single white female.
Exactly. But then I realized no, and now they're like touching each other's boobs and they're kissing and making out. I was like, holy shit, this is really sexy. And I don't know if I can deal with this right now. I'm gonna watch it again. And just to make sure. And now I'm thinking like, how much of it is maybe her wishing that she was Rita or
Camila? Obviously, right? Because she is naming herself Rita after Rita Hayworth. And if you're trying to break it into Hollywood and you're trying to be an actress, that's how you see yourself, as somebody like Rita Hayworth. And everything goes back to like, I love that this dream is showing her that she is creating. You don't find out till later, right? That it's like she's making excuses up why she wasn't a success, right? Whether it's like there's this underground like hidden directors guild and producer guild that is like, no, you're hiring this blonde actress and that's who you're sticking to.
There's like a guy up on top of Hollywood, the Hollywood sign, who was a cowboy.
The cowboy's so awesome because the cowboy actually sends like clues, right? Like he said he'd show up 3 different times. Yes, this is the girl. Absolutely, man.
Yes,
absolutely, brother.
A lot of people do believe it. But there are people who believe it.
Yes, the score. Oh my god,
the score is beautiful. It really helps make the movie. But no, I mean, people do believe that though about Hollywood, that there is some like Illuminati
and tells people what, of course,
like that people like there's some underground, secret, and they're all in on who's going to be the next big thing, and they're the ones that probably was Harvey Weinstein,
right? But she's in her head, it's like justifying why she didn't get the role. He's having an affair with the actress. The
bad director, because in the scene and that first audition she had, which no one's first audition ever goes that well, and she goes all in like with that actor kissing on him, and
that was good, man.
Fantastic acting. Good. But then they look at the director and he's like, it still felt a little forced, but very humanistic still. And I'm like,
that was really good.
Like again, and it's the same director who was on the Sylvia North story or whatever. You find out later, and you're like, okay, Bob Booker, or whatever, and you're thinking, okay, so she's justifying that he's an idiot, because then you see her talking to the casting lady who just also happens to be there for whatever reason, and she's like, he's such an idiot. He doesn't know good talent when he sees it, and so again,
it's her subconscious, like saying, this is why I didn't get the role. It's everybody else's fault but my own. Now I understand. So you've brought it up a few times, but the biggest, I think, clue as to why this is a dream-like state, or this is all a dream, is because dreams are, by the way, I'm a big fan of Nightmare on Elm Street, so I've done a lot of study on dreams. Dreams, the people and settings that you set up in your dreams are people that you've actually seen in real life, right? Like anybody, I mean, it goes back to things other movies have touched on, right? it's somebody that you might have met or not met or just seen, made eye contact with. They'll end up being almost like an extra in your dream. So it's really, that's one of the biggest clues whenever you see her make eye contact with that guy at Winkies, and then he's the one that's sitting down telling the story about, the tramp that's in the back there. It's oh my gosh. So
and I'm still,
that was Hedy Lamarr. That's who it was.
Trying to figure out his purpose in the dream, like why, like I know he's there, but she's not in that sequence, right?
Well, and then the tramp shows up later with the box.
That's true. At the very with the box, but why was it in the dream? I was trying to figure it out. And is that like a way of them trying to wake her, like her subconscious trying to wake her out of her dream? Because
see, that's the beauty. It's
like, why were they?
That's left up to interpretation. Whether she feels like the monster and she feels the guilt, and this is her penance, if you will, because of something horrible that she did to a friend.
Yeah.
Or there's all kinds of things you could do with it. What's in the box?
Reality? I don't know. What the box? Sorry, I'm just looking at Brad Pitt. What?
This is I think this movie was over 2 hours, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I believe so.
So about 20 minutes of it is actual real things happening, and everything else is a dream.
It's crazy. Like, what's interesting is I feel like the catalyst of her dream going back into reality was when she actually got what she wanted with Camila, which was the sexual like experience, the love, like they're like talking to each other, they love each other and all that stuff. And then that's when, Rita wakes up and she's like repeating the silencio, and they go to that theater, and then
that is one of my favorite moments, is the actual Roy Orbison song that's done in Spanish.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he loves doing that kind of things, right? The bum. I thought, why y'all calling him Tramp? I think it was a woman, first of all. I think it was a woman. And
but Tramp's another word for, like, it's not.
Yeah, like, remember Lady and the Tramp?
Yeah, Tramp's another word in the old days for, like, a bum or someone who, like, hung out on the railroad tracks. Like, that's what they were called. Now people use it for, it has progressed. But the original, use of the word.
This is the truest words right here. Ultimately, Lynch doesn't care if you figure out the film. It matters how it makes you feel and leaves it up to your own interpretation. So this is definitely a,
those sex scenes.
It's a movie about, actually, that's the best. I don't know how else to put it. That's a really good way to put it. Yeah, if you're looking for meaning, if you're looking for anything else, that's not what this is about. This is a movie about emotions and music and how it makes you feel and makes you think. Like, I don't think a lot of directors, there's not a lot of movies that do that with you. Mm-mm. And I think this is one of the very few movies that do. And that's why I love it.
Explained it to me. A lot of people do want that. But I think in this case,
I'm sure. Oh my God, I'm sure there's tons of videos out there on YouTube explaining.
Well, there are. I looked them all up because, like, there's a lot of. I didn't realize he was like Sunset Boulevard, the movie, was such a big influence on him until you.
Well, he was a big Hitchcock fan too.
Yeah, you see interviews of him talking about that movie and what it's old Hollywood and that whole idea. I didn't realize the two actresses who played Coco, the landlady / the director's mom in real life, and then the lady who showed up and was like, I sense badness here. They're both old Hollywood actresses, right? And they're almost like a warning, like they're almost warning her, like, not everything is that glitters is gold here in Hollywood. Like, this is not all it's cracked up to be. Because, like, in the real world, when they're all talking, she makes a joke. Someone makes a joke about Camila, like, sleeping, like the insinuation that she slept with that one guy to get the part. Like, I didn't do that. And all the guys are like, yeah, right. And then she looks at the Coco, and Coco's face is like, yeah, no, that's how it. Yeah.
This is so true. We didn't have YouTube when this movie came out. We didn't have the internet when this movie came out. I mean, the internet was still at the beginning of the stage, right? I mean, it was at the beginning of the stage.
To get like someone's really half-assed attempt at a
you have to go to like AOL chat rooms to go. Did anybody understand Mulholland?
ASL.
Yes. To me, this is a movie. You get lost in. You can't. You have to give it your all. You have to give every bit of your attention to movies like this.
You do.
Because the moment you lose that attention, you kind of lose the movie, right? It's just like something definitely not a movie to put on the background. Definitely not a movie to fall asleep through late at night.
You have to.
It's just a movie you pay attention to, and it's, oh my God, it's so good. 2001, after The Ring. Ring came out.
Nope.
You sure about that?
Yes. This is 2001. The Ring.
I thought The Ring was 1999.
The Ring.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I thought it was
came out in like 2004. I thought.
Okay. I could be wrong. I don't remember. You don't have to double check.
Oh, 2002. So after this.
So just okay.
Just after this. I know, because I remember, because I went to see that in theaters. Unfortunately, that was a mistake. But
you don't know what to vote for next time.
Nope, never vote for anything like that. The Grudge, don't ever put those. I will not sleep at night.
You know who was in The Ring? Jack from Virgin River.
He was in The Ring.
He looks a lot different, man. He's an older dude now. Mm-hmm. So what else is there to talk about? Okay, so somebody earlier, I think it was Elon, had mentioned the actual score, right? Yeah. Y'all talked about the brilliant score. The score had a lot, like it was almost another character of the movie.
Yes.
It was it had an eeriness to it, but also like a happiness tone to it that you felt like secure no matter what was happening.
It felt very old Hollywood too. It felt like a score you might hear in a lot of parts in an old Hollywood flick, which kind of ties in, right, with everything that they're talking about.
Lynch was forward thinking enough to blur out Laura Herring's naughty bits DVD because he knew it would spread the internet.
Well, unfortunately, that is not the case now.
Yeah, I think it's all out there now.
It's all out there.
First time I saw The Ring, I had done an eighth of shroom. Did not
enjoy it. I would not have enjoyed it. I don't know how to enjoy it sober. I would not enjoy it on anything.
You sound like green eggs and ham. I would not enjoy it sober.
I would not watch it on shrooms. I would not watch it in a room. I would not watch it standing up straight. I have nothing else to add to that poem.
Yeah, selling this movie to somebody is so difficult. Like telling them what the movie's about. Oh, you've never seen a David Lynch film. You got to see Mulholland Drive. It's like, it's about an actress that is jealous of not getting a role. And maybe some of the things that she did. Like, what is the pitch of this movie to somebody that you like? It's like Eraserhead. Like, I never know how to sell a David Lynch movie. Lost Highway, Blue Velvet, no matter what. Twin Peaks, like Melanie wants to watch Twin Peaks. She's never seen it.
I've never seen it either.
Oh my God. Are you serious? You haven't seen it either?
Yeah, I mean, it was a TV show that came out when I was.
Yeah. But they did do a new Twin Peaks.
Oh yeah.
Well, not even a couple of years ago. I don't know how long ago it was.
But I would rather watch the original.
But the original, oh my God, it's so good. It's so ahead of its time, man. Nah, dude, just tell people to trust you and let them experience. That's it, right? It's like I do that with comics, don't I, Brent? I tell people, this is less of a comic and more of an experience. So I guess if they trust me, if they trust my taste, they trust my taste in movies and comics. Amanda, you have to watch it.
I know. I might, if they marathon it, I might have to go head over to their house and marathon it with them.
Yeah, you come on over here, man. We'll do it. We'll do it again like we did Doctor Who, and then we'll catch you cheating and watch it without us one night.
I would never do such a thing. What you're talking
that
about.
Creepy girl would be out of luck these days, cussing out streaming services. Yeah, the original Twin Peaks is so good, and Fire Walk with Me, the movie. Oh man, I love that series. You know what? I still have not seen the new one though. I'm afraid, even though it was David Lynch. And Bruce actually pointed out where I can get the whole set with the new series and the movie on Blu-ray, because that's the way to watch it. So I'm afraid to watch the new series just because I don't know, man. There's something about, like, even though it wasn't finished, like something that was almost perfect to you.
Yeah.
Deeply confusing. Yeah, definitely. I love it. The third season cannot stand alone. Season 1 and 2, then Firewalk. Yeah. And then season 3. So I guess I need to get on that too. I need to watch the last season. What else did you want to add? Was there okay, let me ask you this. Was there something you didn't like about the movie? Was it like,
I mean,
'cause I'm always curious.
I mean, it's hard to say, because you can't say that, oh, well, it's confusing and that's why I didn't like it, because that's not the point of the film. The film is meant to make you think about it and explore all the possibilities. It's not supposed to give you the straight plot. So I don't think there's anything I really disliked about the film. I was happy to see the actor Mark Pellegrino in it, who played the bumbling hitman. I like that actor. And I was like, I've seen this guy and stuff. And so I had to look him up, because I was like, what have I seen this guy in?
What have you seen him in?
Okay, so I've seen him in Dexter.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he was in something else, but I guess not.
What's his name?
It's Mark Pellegrino, and he played the hitman, because he looks kind of like another actor.
Yeah, he does.
He
kind of looks like the guy from Clueless.
Right. Nope.
Who's now in Law and Order, I think. Billy in Clueless, you know what I'm talking about? He was also in 6 Feet Under, Can't Hardly Wait. But he's got blonde hair. That guy had like black hair.
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
I know who you're talking about?
Yes, okay. I know who you're talking about. Yes. Who is he in Dexter? I don't know, J.H. McAdams. I was looking it up, and I was like, oh, he's in Dexter. He was Paul Bennett.
This guy was in he was in Capote, right? Capote and The Big Lebowski, those movies.
Maybe. Here, I'm looking up his filmography. He was in Lethal Weapon 3. He was in.
I don't remember him in Lethal Weapon 3.
Big Lebowski. He was a thug. He was in Clubland.
Yeah.
He was in Mulholland Drive. He was in Say It Isn't So, Drowning Mona. Oh, he was in The Lost World. He was he was in a deleted scene.
He was Jacob in Lost.
He was an FBI agent.
Amanda, I think that's your answer right there. He was Jacob in Lost.
There we go. Thank you. Well, that's actually why I recognized him. Never mind.
Look at Doug, man. Doug knows what's up. He was in Lost, one of the originals on the island. Look, man, Brent and Doug know how your brain works.
Yes, he was one of the originals. He was a National Treasure too, so I remember that. I was like, okay, I'm trying to remember what he was in.
And what he's capable of doing at a different level. Absolutely, man. Twin Peaks, The Return is, pun intended, peak David Lynch. Oh, really? Oh, dude, Scott, I haven't seen it, man. I like I said, I've been scared of watching for years, so I need to. What's up, brother? How are you, Lionheart? I'm full of worthless information.
Thank you, David Adams.
As am I, my friend. As am I.
We need that. Well, he's been in a lot of TV stuff. Holy crap. Anyways.
So what did you not like?
What did I not like about the film?
What did you not like about the film?
I don't know.
You're right. It's supposed to be confusing. That is.
Yeah. And at first I wasn't a fan of some of the acting in the beginning, but now I realized once I started realizing there was a point to it, it makes more sense the way they're acting. Right. So I don't know if I disliked anything about this film. Like, that would be like of note, I guess, if you will.
The bum almost gave me a heart attack.
No, yeah, that did scare me.
Because you don't expect it in a film like that. And you know what? You attribute it to the score, because the score gives you that false sense of security. You don't expect it. And then when this creature, this monster, because it's a setup, it's like a building up that it almost makes you like have anxiety in a way.
There was a lot of times he did that.
Yeah,
like
he's so good at that. The angles that he chooses, the the tightness to the shots. Oh my gosh, it's so good, man.
I kept expecting. Okay, so there was a couple times where the score played a big role. So whenever they found the box and they returned back to the house, and Rita turns to get the key that she had seen in her bag, and when she turns around, Betty's gone, and she's like, "Where'd she go? Right? Where'd she go?" And then now it's just Rita, which now leads me to believe that her psyche, because everything that happened in the theater, now her psyche's merged, and now she's one. That's a whole conversation. We could probably go into like analyzing everything, but there's parts of that where the camera is like on you, the score plus the camera like sitting on a spot for a while. And I'm like, is something about to jump out? Are they about to jump scare me again? Is the truth about to come out? I really need to know what's happening. I can't be shocked. So that part got me. And then when there's the scene in the real life or reality, and Naomi Watts is masturbating, I was like, holy crap. And she's like crying.
Oh, yeah, because she realizes, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And it's panning to like the ceiling. And I'm like, am I going to see something? And then eventually we see the little versions of the old couple. And
that was so weird, man.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. No, I like the film a lot. It was, I could sit here and analyze it all day long, which would be the little people come through the door crack.
Little people come through the door crack. Yeah, man, that was creepy. And the way they move and the way that like the frames were done in that shot, that was so good. Yep. I teach a diner scene when discussing camera placement in film class. It floats above their shoulders as if you are an active participant in the scene. There's so much out of this movie that people can learn if they're, if they're making their own movies for the first time too. And found it. Should I lick the frog before watching this? Do not lick the frog. You know why? You know why? Because David Lynch already licked the frog for you, so you can just watch it.
You're good.
What is your opinion on Watchmen?
The movie?
One of the greatest comics ever. The movie did the best it could.
Terrible. Yes. The TV show was interesting.
Actually, I like the TV show, and I think it should be left alone. Like, Watchmen is one of those properties you leave it alone.
Let's not. Yeah.
It doesn't need a sequel. It doesn't need a prequel. It doesn't need a TV show. But for what it was, the TV show was actually pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah, but there's just a lot of there's a lot of callbacks. I could sit here and just analyze the film.
Please.
When you go back and you look at, so you look at the opening of Rita going in the car. It's the same car, same type of scenario going up Mulholland Drive, and the same thing that Diane later does in her 20 minutes of reality. And she's going up Mulholland Drive, but same dialogue. Why are we stopping? This isn't the place, but completely different. Like in Rita's, she's getting in a car accident, or she's almost gets shot, but then she has in a car accident, amnesia. And the other one, Rita's showing her a shortcut. What is it? Why would Rita show her a weird shortcut? Like, what's this shortcut mean? And you could say, is the shortcut sleeping with the director? Is that or with a movie executive? Is that the shortcut that she's trying to show her?
It was good. I don't think I've ever realized that. The shortcut.
Like, is that what she's trying to show her? Like, why would she show her a shortcut? God, there's just so many good things you could really.
One of my favorite moments was when we're looking in the phone book and then we're looking for the name. Remember the name? And then she's like, so weird calling yourself.
Yes.
How about that? Like, you're like, oh, dude.
You realize, wait, you are calling yourself. Oh my gosh, the callbacks. That's why I had to watch it twice. You said you should watch it twice. So I'd watch it like last week, and then I watched it this week. So before we did this,
I think it totally helps watching this movie more than once.
Yeah.
And I'm never one to be like, oh, you don't understand. Like, I think, you either like it or you don't like it. If you didn't like it, you'd watch it once and be like, I don't want to watch that thing again.
Well, I love movies about Hollywood because, yes, I am one of those people who find it fascinating. And I'm still trying to figure out if that whole Netflix is doing a sequel to Quentin Tarantino's What's Finding in Hollywood with then.
Oh, I saw that, and I was like, again,
April Fool's joke or real, because a lot of
yesterday.
But a lot of people have picked it up and saying it's real. I don't know if it's real or not.
Has Tarantino spoken about it? Because I just rewatched
David Fincher's directing it, and Quentin Tarantino said we would do it only if we get the right director, and I guess he blessed David Fincher. I don't know, and I can't. No one can tell me if this is real or not. So
I bet there's one man that can. His name is Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, I was gonna say it's Bruce. Bruce.
Bruce yeah. Bruce is the second guy that can tell it. Bruce, is it real?
Is it
Bruce,
real?
Are we getting a sequel to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
On Netflix?
I just rewatched that on Sunday with Melanie because I let her. Shut up, Bruce. Are you serious?
Real? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I thought it was April Fool's joke. I was like, there's no way.
Dude, don't do that. I love that because I just rewatched it with Melanie because she was like, my wife has certain movies she will rewatch. It's adorable. She has a list of like 20 movies. She's like, pick one, and I'm like, oh my god! All right, let me see. Okay, we'll rewatch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because I love the way that movie is shot. And I forgot how much I love Cliff and oh my gosh,
Rick. It's Rick.
Rick Darris. Yeah. How much I love that relationship because everybody needs friends like that, man.
They said that Leo might make a cameo in it. So again,
especially if you're a dude, right? Because dudes don't have friends like that. That Rick is going through this whole like he's getting older, he's being replaced, and man, that line where Brad Pitt's character was like, "Just remember, you're Rick fucking Dalton." Like he said, like actually, Brad Pitt said somebody said that to him. Just remember, you're Brad fucking Pitt, and that's why he ad-libbed it. And Tarantino does not let anyone ad-lib in his movies, but he let like both of those guys ad-lib. Man, that's awesome. Damn it! Now I want to go and watch that movie and review. Actually, I could because I just rewatched it. I love that.
Yeah, no one picked it when we did the Tarantino. We watched Pulp Fiction.
Well, I didn't pick it because it's not. It's getting up there now, man. Wait. What were my top three? Pulp Fiction, Jackie Brown, and
I thought it was Once Upon a Time.
No, it was Django. But I think it's about to replace Django because every time I see it, man, that movie should have.
I would put Hollywood. Yeah.
That movie should have won an Oscar. It was so good. Okay, let's come back to this though. We'll do that another day.
No, you're fine. It's fun, and I also because this is what I found fascinating because I was like, what's the purpose of Mulholland Drive at the end of the day? Why is it called Mulholland Drive? So I had looked it up, and I didn't realize that Mulholland Drive eventually leads to the Hollywood sign. So the idea of Mulholland Drive being your pathway to success in Hollywood, like reaching the pinnacle, and that's where the cowboy was too. The guy who's like, "You're going." Oh yeah, he's up there. He's up there. So I was like, "Oh, okay." And I didn't realize it was like the producer friend, and so I looked it up, and they said David Lynch said the producer friend, like the outfit he's wearing is. I can't remember the actor. He's one of those original like Western cowboy actors, Tim something, and that's his like original like outfit, and he owns it for some reason. I don't know.
David Lynch owned it?
No, the producer. Whoa! What happened to my camera?
Here, let me get the super chat while you look at that. I posted here before that Quentin Tarantino's going to do a few projects with that. I thought he said he only has like one more. Okay. Let me ask you this then, Bruce, or anyone that's watching, but I feel like Bruce really knows because he's got that finger on the pulse of Hollywood, as Amanda says.
He does.
Oh, you're still here. The movies that he is working on, are you talking about producing or are you talking about like filming? Because I remember he came out and said that he's only got one movie left in him, and I was hoping it'd be Kill Bill 3, right? Because he always said if he was ever going to do another Kill Bill, it would be the little girl getting revenge on what's her name, the bride, because of how well Hateful Eight did on there. Oh, and he split it up, and that's exclusive to freaking Netflix, right? Tarantino said he hasn't gonna direct the film, but he still writes scripts. Okay, so he's still writing the script. Ooh, I'm okay with that. So Once Upon a Time is getting a sequel with Brad Pitt, directed by Fincher and written by Quentin Tarantino. I thought it was an April Fool's joke too. Nope, that's the sequel. The upcoming prequel is about Jake as a cop and the woman he set up. Wait, are we talking about the same thing? Hold on a second. My favorite line in the end, Leonardo says, fucking hippies. Yeah, dude, it's so good. It's full of so many good lines. Yeah, I remember the scene Once Upon a Time in Hollywood where Brad Pitt meets Harry Pitt, the hippie girl. So he's only going to direct one more film. Okay. Amanda, you okay here? How are we doing?
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. I'm just gonna let you look at that picture. I don't know. I am pretty sure I need to get a new computer.
Wow, that's okay. That escalated quickly.
Did it?
Quentin Tarantino will direct one more movie, but he will do things for television, write scripts. Okay, I'm okay with that because out of his scripts, we got some great movies. One more, man. I hate that he's only directing one more movie though, because it's so good. He's so good at what he does.
Yeah.
Okay, before we completely lose you, Amanda, I don't know what else. What else you want to try? Restarting it, or what do you want to do?
I could restart my computer, but then I'm gonna end up losing the whole thing.
All right, before you go,
reset my webcam.
Just in case, give me your rating on this.
Oh, I love this. I give it a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, yeah, baby, 10 out of 10.
So much.
All right, you go reset it. I'll take care of the chat for right now.
Okay, yeah, let me reset my computer and figure out what's going on.
Okay. Y'all are talking about Jake. It's Chinatown. Oh, you Chinatown. Okay, I was like, what are y'all talking about? We had a brief aside about. Okay, that's what y'all are talking about. You know, I was just rereading Jason Aaron's run on Wolverine, and there's a cop that says, "Forget it, Jake. It's Chinatown." Wasn't True Romance a script from him? Director was someone else. Yeah, Oliver Stone did Natural Born Killers. Oh my gosh, who directed True Romance? So yeah, they took the script and made it into 2 different movies, and I love both of those movies. 10 out of 10. I love this movie, brother. This is a great movie. This is a movie that makes me wish I could make movies. It's so good. Still a strong rumor he will do Kill Bill 3 as a limited. Oh, I would be all over that limited series, Bruce, if that's real. Tony Scott, thank you, Matt and Brent Hogan. That's who directed it. I did hear about Superman preview from Amanda. She wants to go watch that movie this weekend so we can watch the Superman preview. Is it the only place they're not gonna YouTube? Usually, don't they usually show these things on YouTube? Right? I thought they showed like movie trailers on YouTube these days. I could be wrong. I forgot those who were connected. Yeah, that's all. Oh man, but True Romance has one of the greatest performances. Oh my gosh, that alcohol's kicking in. Performances by Gary Oldman. Man, Gary Oldman in that movie is so good, based on the actor that was in Leon, the Professional, but he just creeps it up to all kinds of levels, man. All right, we rated this movie. What other questions you guys got for me? What do you got? Take a shot. Let's do it. Come at me with some questions. Amanda ain't here right now. It's the Omar Show. Spider Brand New Day. Thoughts? Oh, you should have waited for Amanda to get it. She's so excited. Interesting title. I'm surprised they don't have Home. Right? Haven't they had Home in every one of these movie titles? But also, I kind of like it that it's a brand new day, because if it's a new reality, then it's a brand new day, right? I think that's cool. I'm gonna tear up so hard when they show Crypto and some little kid is gonna laugh at me. Oh, Doug, I'm with you, man. I wish my dad was here so I could take him to go see it, dude. That's the regret, right? Like my dad going to see the Superman movies, like that was our thing. So yeah, I wish he was here so I could take him to go see it. I think Superman trailer will be online maybe Monday after the movie opens. It's a smart idea. I remember to put Dark Knight before I Am Legend. I remember driving up to Cincinnati, Ohio, about 2.5 hours away from me, to go see I Am Legend in IMAX so I could watch the trailer to Dark Knight in IMAX. And it was only like the first 4 minutes. Was that Laura Palmer and Renette Polanski in the audience of Club Silencio? Ooh. You know, I don't know. Was it? That's a good question, dude. There's so much in that movie. Did you watch Karate Kid Legends trailer? Yeah, I did. I'm in, man. It's Karate Kid. It's Daniel LaRusso. I don't even like the Karate Kid with Jada Pinkett Smith. Not Jada Pinkett Smith. What's his name? What's that little dude? Is it Jada Pinkett Smith? No, that's his wife. Oh gosh, I wish Amanda was here. She know who he is. Willow Smith? No, that's a daughter. What is that kid's name? Damn it. Jada Pinkett Smith's wife. Willow. Why do I remember everybody in Will Smith's family except for the kid, the little boy? What's his name? Jaden Smith. James, thank you. Hey there. How you doing?
All right. I think it works. We'll see. We'll see.
Jaden Smith.
All
That's
right.
it, man. I'm sorry. Cindy confirmed what I posted months ago. Spider-Verse 3, not until 2022. Dude, I ain't ever do not bet Bruce any money ever, because we will lose. And you'll end up with a Melissa McCarthy cutout. That's still over there in the corner of the room, freaking me the hell out.
Did we already talk about
my mom thought it was a real lady, Bruce? What's that? People were asking what
we already talked about Spider-Man 4 coming out July 31st, 2026.
Yeah, I told him I wasn't that excited. Yeah. No, I'm playing. I just said, yeah, man. I'm curious about the name. Like, I'm surprised they didn't use home. You know, they've used home in all the other movies. I thought, but then again, like, it's a brand new day. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Different.
We'll have to do one more day, or no, one more day for Old Reader, New Reader this month while Maddie's in Japan.
I do want to read it to see, like, first of all, Mephisto. Yeah, and how bad it is. I mean, I want to actually get to read something with Mephisto. No, I have read things with Mephisto.
She had to go and fix her hair, man. That's why. Her internet was not really. Oh my God! What are you doing? A commercial for shampoo? Stop it.
What else? Oh, they announced the Jumanji 3 with the original cast.
All right.
I know everyone's super excited about that.
The original cast, Robin Williams. What are we talking about?
Okay, the original cast of the new trilogy.
The new trilogy.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Kevin Hart, fine ass what's her name from Doctor Who? What's her name? Karen Gillan?
Is this
Amanda? What's happening?
Huh? I'm here.
Okay, who's the redhead in Doctor Who? Am I freezing? What's happening? Yeah, Nebula. What's her name? Anybody else? Karen Gillan. Thank you so much. And Jack Black. That's a really good picture of
my internet is unstable because, you know.
You ain't gonna say who your internet
fiber.
Whoa, what's happening here? What's up, Naomi? I see you calling. That's back before we had cell phones. Oh, there you are. Hey, how's it going? What else we got to talk about today?
Nope.
We don't. So we're not talking. Okay. You better talk while you got the chance right now because you got good internet.
I can't. I don't even want to say anything because I don't want to start going crazy.
You spent your damn time flipping and flopping your hair instead of talking about what you think about Brand New Day, and your internet broke. What do you think about Brand New Day while you still got internet? Oh hell, you're frozen again. All right, what do you think about Brand New Day, man?
I'm glad. I'm not frozen again. Am I really?
A little bit, or maybe it's me.
I don't know what this thing's gonna be, but this comes out after Avengers Endgame.
So you think he's going to be in Avengers Endgame?
No, I'm not. No,
you're not frozen.
Avengers. Oh, this scene is. Am I not? I don't know anymore. But
I can hear you.
My speed.
I can hear you. Shit. Whoa.
No. Secret Wars. Nope. Doomsday. I assume it's Doomsday.
Okay.
Did you hear me?
You think that Tom Holland's going to be in Doomsday? Is what you're saying? Is that what you said?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Okay. Thunderstorm is destroying internet. Oh, dude, we got 4 days of storm coming, man. We got 4 days of storm.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Seems okay now. I see you. You don't see me. Am I frozen?
I know, but you're choppy. No, I see you. No, you're just choppy. And I love that we have the most viewers like right now watching this whole interaction. Just me choppiness.
Am I choppy? Does anybody else see me choppy?
Well, at least we got through all of Mulholland Drive without me going to like crazy.
I think we're both good now. Great. We're both good. Yeah.
Okay, let's not jinx it. Yeah, John Wick 5. You think Tom Holland will be in the end credits? Okay, that'd be interesting. John Wick 5. Yeah, there is a John Wick 5 that was announced. I don't know how they're going to explain Keanu Reeves coming back to life.
Wait. What if you ain't seen John Wick 4, Amanda? Sorry. I mean, I've seen it. I was talking about everybody else. Anybody really think that was dead? You come back to the internet, and the first thing you do is spoil John Wick 4 for people.
I hope everyone who's watching later has already seen John Wick 4. Did it come a while ago? Well, also,
I don't know. You spoil a lot of things for me. I still have not forgiven you about Last of Us 2, but I ain't gonna spoil it for anybody in case they haven't played
it. The video game. I was like the TV show's a come yet. I'm trying to convince Omar to go see Minecraft so we can see the extended trailer for Superman.
Oh yeah, I saw that in the family chat. Yeah, man, I'll go see it.
No one else said yes.
Go see it.
You're
if it's got Superman in it, I'll go. Wait.
Will you bring the girls? I don't know why I'm asking you this on air, but
my girls are gonna laugh at me. Go, you want to go see Minecraft, Poppy? Does Amanda have a 5G option instead of?
I wish Bruce could live in Kentucky and understand.
Do not wish that on anybody.
Live in the middle of nowhere where they have a monopoly, and they just got fiber. That's what I have, and it still sucks. But that's the only option I have. How
is fiber sucking? You're not sharing it with anybody. Dude, Kishern sins. Are you kidding me?
Until you live in the South with limited internet options, trust me, it's not easy.
Not the South, is it? Oh my God, I think we
are.
No, it's like it was a neutral state.
I don't have that option because I don't live in a rich neighborhood and I don't live in the city of Louisville or Lexington. I live
she's really letting you all know where she lives. There's only like 400 people in Kentucky. You guys ever watch Kishern Sins? I love Kishern Sins. Not as much as I love Kashan Robot Hunter, but I do like it. I'll be like, when the episode 1 trailer came out before Meet Joe Black, everyone paid for a ticket, then watch. Oh yeah, absolutely. Everybody paid for a ticket to go see Meet Joe Black, and then they left the theater after watching Star Wars Episode 1 trailer. Seriously, that happened. I remember that.
But at least Meet Joe Black got money. So at the end of the day, who's really the loser here?
We were.
It wasn't Brad Pitt.
It was the people that got to see Jar Jar Binks and were not happy with it.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
At the end of the day,
I live in Tennessee, Amanda. I have fiber. That's dope.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know what to tell you. I can't help it. I wish I could. If you guys can look and find me a better option, be my guest. I try the best I can. I am stuck with one option.
That should be a t-shirt, Amanda. That should be your brand. I'm trying the best I can. I'm an emo.
I really don't know what to tell you guys. I wish that it was better. I apologize.
I'm in the sticks of MS and had to get something that shall not be named, but it works great.
The hell is that?
I don't know, but for some reason my brain went somewhere dark, Doug.
Yeah,
real dark. I can't even say it because I haven't had that much to drink.
Maybe I just don't stream until I live somewhere better, and then I just don't do anything.
Wow, you just like blew that out of proportion. Like there ain't nobody saying.
Like everyone's giving me a hard time. It's like I don't know what you want me to do. I have one option.
Starlink. Like, you got satellite.
Like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna.
You're fine right now. It looks good.
Yeah, Like, I don't know what everyone wants me to do. I apologize.
You don't have to apologize for your
where
internet.
I live. Trust me, I wish I lived where I used to live in Pennsylvania, but I do not. Choices we make in life. So there we go.
Being from New Jersey, I imagine your lifestyle is like Little House on the Prairie. It's a little like that. It can be sometimes like that, especially.
I do have cows in my backyard. I don't know why anyone's surprised.
Are you going to claim that as your backyard now? Like when you sell your home, you're gonna be like,
I got cows in my backyard. No, because people may not want cows in their backyard, so I'm not gonna.
They're not in your backyard. It's not like how property works, man.
Okay, but they're like across the fence.
Arkansas must have better internet.
Where I used to live in Arkansas, that I had crap internet there too.
I think crappy internet just follows Amanda. Like
maybe that's the sign telling me I should not stream online. That's what they're trying to tell me. They're like, Amanda, no one wants to hear your voice.
Who do you think is trying to tell you that?
Elon Musk or the internet. They're like, stop.
So when you're saying that, you think it's
no one wants to hear you talk, Amanda. So stop. That's what they're probably saying.
It's my birthday tomorrow, and I'll probably
happy early birthday, Cullen.
To make the Saturday stream. Cullen, it's always good to see you, buddy. And I hope you you have a wonderful birthday, my dude. Have a wonderful birthday, man. Goats all up in my yard. You got goats? Is that goat or deer? I can't see that well.
I think it's deer. That looks like a deer to me.
I have deer and rabbits right outside the dude. I live on a rabbit patch. There's like all kinds of rabbits here. And I saw foxes the other day. I was like, man.
That's a good thing you don't have a cat or little baby dogs.
I don't have little baby dogs, but I got 2 cats. One's a hunter. He's an old man hunter, though. Dude, when is your birthday, Doug? Not that you're trying to steal Cullen's thunder away. What are we talking about next week, Amanda? Or what do you want to talk about now?
Oh, I've got nothing else.
Okay.
I don't want to set everyone with my terrible internet. That might probably.
Did not Amanda say she has to have her house host down once a week because where she lives?
No, once a year. I should have a host down more. Yeah, because of the stuff that comes from.
What is a host down? What is that?
I get my house power washed because the bourbon factories, the mash.
Oh, the mash when you're cooking. Yeah,
you should see some of the house. Some of the houses in my neighborhood covered in like that black mold because of it. So you have to get it done. You should get your house pressure washed once a year. Yeah, I don't know what we want to do next week.
Well, maybe we'll do a Val Kilmer movie. We'll let you all decide on which one. I get my house.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Because we were gonna do a movie about Chicago, but Val Kilmer seems more appropriate. I don't know about a tier list because I think Omar's right.
I get my house pressure washed once a year. I need to get mine like the side because I live next to like a little pond and it's got all this green crap on it. So maybe I'll use Amanda's people.
Hey, my guy is getting insured, so.
So maybe not a tier list, but we'll let you all vote for some of the movies. Give us some movie choices, and then we'll sign off.
Yeah, James, I don't think that's happening, buddy. I don't think that Omar's gonna watch that film.
30th anniversary of a Goofy movie, man. Maybe one day. Without Thunder, all I have is this hammer. Yeah, Reacher season 3. I haven't watched it yet. I caught up with.
Watch seasons 1, 2, 3.
Oh, Reacher's excellent, Amanda. You haven't seen it?
No, Corey watches it, but it's not my jam. That's not really the type of. I did watch A Lady's Companion on Netflix, which is actually a Spanish show. So I watched it dubbed because I realized I'd like the dub voices better than their actual voices. I don't know how I feel. No one ever says that. But they, but it's like a Bridgerton style, like they're in like the Bridgerton style, like comedy, high society, and it's funny, and I binged it all.
Well, I'll be honest, like Reacher season 2 is like Bridgerton.
No,
like
it's
that,
not. I don't think that's true.
Just like Bridgerton with like dudes that like fight other dudes, and everybody's going up against his team. That guy is huge, and then I saw like a picture of the bad guy in season 3, and I'm like, that guy's guy's even bigger than Reacher. How? So yeah, I gotta watch it, man. I need to watch the show that Amanda recommended, and it starts with an A. No, it's the 4-episode on Netflix. It's a one shot.
Oh, Adolescence. You do need to watch
Adolescence. Yeah, I need to watch that first because I haven't. Well, I mean, outside of this and something else. Oh, Daredevil.
Yes,
I haven't watched anything because I've been reading and editing because we're going to be going to C2E2 next week. So I haven't had a chance to watch anything. So I need to watch Adolescence, probably starting tonight after I'm done with one edit.
It's only 4 episodes and it just goes by so fast. You'd finish it really.
I did wrap up Invincible. I did wrap Invincible.
Oh, you did? You did excellent. Me too. But I was
Yeah.
Didn't know how you felt about it.
Can't imagine what he has to eat daily for calories. That guy's huge. The guy
who plays Reacher, yeah, he's massive.
Yeah. And a long discussion of Thunderheart, another classic. Classic Snoop was Dr. Dre tracks. G's up, hose down. Have you watched The Pit? Have you watched The Pit, Amanda? I know you said you had seen a trailer.
No, it always pops up. I was not an ER fan. I'm not a medical drama fan. Mm-hmm. So I watched Grey's Anatomy because my friends watched it when I was in college for the first few seasons. But besides the soundtrack, that's pretty much what I liked the most about it. And then I just fell off. And I've watched 1 episode of House MD, and that's only because Patrick Stump guest starred on it. So I don't care for that. That's not my cup of tea. Yeah, I don't know.
I thought you said Patrick, what's his face, McDreamy, but you did not.
No, Patrick Dempsey was in.
Patrick Dempsey. Anatomy. He was in Meatballs Part 3.
Stump guest starred on House MD. I watched that episode, and that was it.
5,000 calories. God damn. 5,000 calories. I thought you were told to eat less than 1,700 the older you get. There's a new TV series documentary called Hollywood Demons on Max. Episodes 1 about Stephen Collins' 7th Heaven. Oh shit! The guy was also in Always Sunny. Pedro Pascal turns 50 today. There's too much on television. I cannot catch up. Bruce, you're my dude that tells me what to watch, man.
That's why you have to be selective. I have to be selective.
New episode of the
That's
studio.
what I'll watch when we're done, Kingsport Cal. I love the first 2 episodes.
What's the studio?
So Seth Rogen becomes the head of a studio, and it's it mixes real life actors being themselves and Martin Scorsese as himself in the first 2 episodes, and just the mistakes and mishaps he makes as he tries to navigate being a studio head. In the second episode, he's trying to be a really present studio head. So he shows up to a shoot, but no one wants him there. And he keeps fucking up the scene, and they only have a little bit of sunlight left. They have for the shot, and he keeps messing it up. Oh my God. It made me laugh so hard. I was like, this is fantastic.
What's it on? I may pick that out.
Apple TV. It's on Apple TV. And when he had to tell Martin Scorsese they weren't going to do his movie because the studio wanted to do a Kool-Aid movie, but he wanted to do a movie about Heaven's Gate. It has Kool-Aid in it, but they're like, one for them, one for you. That's how you make the films. Do the Kool-Aid franchise, and then you can. It was, oh man, everyone should watch Studio. It is actually. Yeah, I'm gonna watch after this too. That's what I'm
actually 2 episodes behind on Severance. I need to catch up, man. I love Severance.
I think I have to binge the second season because I started it.
Almost done.
I was having trouble staying focused with it, but that's probably another of those shows you need to just watch.
Hugh Jackman would have to eat chicken in between takes. Say 4,000 to 5,000. God bless. I can't imagine. Oh my goodness. All right, Panda.
Yeah.
Sign us off then. We'll be back next week with some kind of Val Kilmer movie that you all vote for.
Yes. So next week, guys, we'll be doing a Val Kilmer show in honor of our recently deceased Val Kilmer. So make sure to vote when we put that up on our community page on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Remember to follow us on all of our social media channels at nearmintcon. Remember to check us out on Spreadshop for some great Near Mint Edition merchandise, and also check us out on Patreon for $1 a month or more. You can support us here in what we do and get some really cool perks along the way. And last but not least, if it's classy and cool, it must be Near Mint. Good journey to all our one. And if you feel it, chase it.
Yeah, thank you all so much. Have a great day or night, evening, wherever you're watching.